American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha bless this family.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let it go. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. On
second down, here's Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ohio! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff to Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Check white 39! Check white 39!
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the press. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here we go now! Green 30!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is Shepard on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Now let's go!
Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he spins past him and into space. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will go to you a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. First down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton as the first half is winding down. And the Bears draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a great return up past the 40, but this one may not stand. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we said, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll set up a throw. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
No. Off. Here we go. Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. Let's go. Flex round.
They'll drop the throw. And the reception made by Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ohio.
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now back to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go to Barkley again. Nice move at the 40. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on 1st down. The pitch goes to Barkley. Again, he finds an opening. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Like 10.
Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ohio! Ohio!
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Cut!
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. A handoff, Barkley running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss on the play. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On the run, it's Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Flex round! Flex round!
to throw here. Going deep for Moncrief. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Dances by him. And now running right through it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 25 yards. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The toss out to Barkley. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We coming, man. Free the guys, man. P&V.